Penn Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, and of course part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
He'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down on the 3rd down conversion.
The Longhorns will try to keep this drive moving. And at first down, they go right back to him. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And here comes a deep shot. And he pulls in the catch. Touchdown, Texas. No chance to catch him. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Makes a quick grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quick completion to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And there's the point after. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Freeman. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask from the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the PAT is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Freeman. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Outstanding blocking from the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Longhorns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Nothing going with the running game on those two plays. Now it's third down and 10. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Longhorns will look to convert here on fourth down.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew the sticks were, and they're able to make the tackle short of the line.
Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Receiver in motion now. There's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Longhorns are going to cash in here in the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And they pick up the first on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Penn State offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And now the handoff. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Brought down after the nice spin move. Just a small gain by the offense.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And that's a solid return after the interception.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open that just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the right side. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Longhorns line up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to score. They'll run it to the right side. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you looking for a deep completion? And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Handoff to the back. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the wideout goes in motion. Play action fake, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack of the game, and it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
The Longhorns will have to kick this away. That's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. The returner is brought down. Gets a starter on the next drive. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Dump balls caught by the running back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
2nd down, looking to throw it. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually...
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Took contact on the throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down here, time for one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hands, it's Freeman. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. The Longhorns come to the line to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. They've converted both previous 4th down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? Tight end goes in motion. Here we go on 4th down. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Chris, we're starting to see a theme here develop for this offense. They are willing to take chances and go for it on 4th down. That's the 3rd time that they've gone for it, and they've made it all 3 times.
Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense some fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Down he goes, a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
The defense was definitely not expecting the run here on this 3rd down, Chris, and it allowed the back to hit the hole with little resistance. You can't get away with that every time, but it paid off here.
Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. He pulls it in for a big gain. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
2nd and 10 here. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, and it's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Handoff from the shotgun. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the 1st half. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry up. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
And the Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Tailback takes the handoff again. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Keeping it on the ground here. The Nittany Lions pick up enough to get a 1st down there. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looking right, this one caught.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Fights off a defender. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. Nittany Lions move into the red zone. He shreds the tackle. Oh, and he fumbles. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. First down, looking to throw the football. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Nittany Lions will crank up the tempo. And then first down, right back to the running game. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Second down play coming up. Back in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, and he flat dropped it. We're going to bring up third down for this offense.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive moving. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
First down here for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. The shotgun handoff here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Coming up, the first snap in the red zone on this drive. Grab behind the line. It's Kramer. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Ball handed off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
accuracy on the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Takes the toss and heads left. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Castro. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Single back takes the handoff. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They'll tackle him at the 27.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Got the first down, now looking for more. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Got it.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to run the hurry up. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Escapes the pocket. He went for it, and he gets it on the scramble. That is deflating for this defense. And the Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Nittany Lions hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Here comes a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Texas. And the beatdown continues. Planning up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's incomplete. The trickery almost produced a disastrous result. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. And Indy Lions begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Mistake by the defense makes it 1st down and 5. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And they're trying to punch it in here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This offense really clicking. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Texas offense comes back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. He's looking deep here. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the route is on. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And a sophomore making an impact play.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Pressure is coming. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Second down after that previous play. And the offense will just take a knee. And now the defense steps in to call time with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. And the offense just takes a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation